Perfect. I'll rewrite this whole part into English while keeping it powerful, suspenseful, and documentary style. Important names like Celeste and D4vd will be bolded, and I'll enhance the dramatic flow. Here's the rewritten version. A sleek black Tesla, once a glittering symbol of fame and fortune, had now transformed into the scene of a nightmare. Towed and impounded in Los Angeles, this luxury vehicle concealed a horrifying secret that shocked the world: the body of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. How did she end up inside? Who placed her there? And for how long had her body been hidden away? Today, we unravel the chilling story of a murder mystery that shook the music industry to its core. It all begins with a car, a black 2023 Tesla Model X owned by singer David Anthony Burke, better known as D4vd. On the surface, this Tesla was the perfect emblem of his rising success. At just 18 years old, he purchased it as his career skyrocketed, propelled by his breakout hit, Romantic Homicide. Records show the Tesla was registered to his Texas address, valued between $50,000 and $100,000, and believed to have been purchased directly from Tesla in late 2022 or early 2023. During his rapid transformation from gamer and content creator to chart-topping musician, the car was sleek, black, and futuristic, the kind of ride you'd expect from an emerging superstar. When D4vd relocated,
but Celeste is the 15-year-old girl whose remains were found earlier this month in the trunk of a Tesla registered to the rising music star known as David, D4vd.
The condition of Celeste's body stunned everyone. Some reports claimed her remains had been mutilated, marked with disturbing injuries, though officials only confirmed that her body was in an advanced state of decomposition. Whatever the truth, the discovery alone was enough to shatter D4vd's career overnight. His tour dates were canceled, and the internet erupted in outrage. A missing teenager, gone for over a year, was now connected to a rising pop star in the most horrifying way imaginable. Within hours, social media exploded. One viral post paired images of the dusty, dented Tesla with D4vd's smiling selfies. That single post alone drew over 227,000 views and thousands of reactions. Another account went even further, sharing photos of the car's damage alongside a copy of the California Highway Patrol's official towing report. Both posts cited investigation documents, and both sent speculation into overdrive, fueling a firestorm that grew larger by the day. What disturbed people most was how clean the official record seemed. The Tesla hadn't been reported stolen. It hadn't been sold. It was legally registered to D4vd himself, parked just steps away from his rented Hollywood Hills mansion. While some argued that other cars in his possession may have been
Friends of David's in the LA party scene told TMZ they genuinely believed that she was his girlfriend. They thought she was a college student, maybe even at USC.
Celeste wasn't just some random girl found in an abandoned car. She was directly connected to him. Her mother admitted to TMZ that her daughter had a boyfriend named David, and her brother confirmed that the family was fully aware of the relationship. In fact, witnesses in Los Angeles had seen Celeste multiple times in the company of older crowds. Often, she hid her real age, presenting herself as someone much older than she truly was. She carried multiple fake IDs, some listing her as 18, others as 19, which allowed her to slip undetected into clubs, concerts, and exclusive parties. With each appearance, she blurred the line between a high school
singer David is in some hot water. Previously, it was reported a dismembered body was found in the trunk of his car while he was on tour.
Investigators wasted no time. Behind the scenes, forensic experts were diving deep into the Tesla's onboard data systems. As one investigator explained, a Tesla is essentially a computer on wheels. Every drive is logged, every stop is tracked, and its cameras can capture the faces of anyone who comes near it. While police combed through this digital evidence, the autopsy hit a standstill. Because Celeste's body was in an advanced state of decomposition, the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner deferred the cause of death. Toxicology tests were ordered, but the results could take weeks, if not months, to arrive. In the meantime, authorities would only confirm one thing: the case was being treated as a homicide investigation, but no official suspect had been named. That vacuum of information allowed one theory to spread like wildfire. A private investigator suggested that Celeste may have suffered an overdose. If true, it could have been an accident. She might have taken something, collapsed, and in a panic, someone close to D4vd placed her body inside the Tesla. Even he admitted it was speculation, but the idea alone sparked a fierce debate. Was this truly a calculated murder or a desperate cover-up?
Another recent revelation is that Celeste had multiple fake IDs, and they were convincing enough to let her pass as 18 or 19. Friends of David's in the LA party scene told TMZ they genuinely believed that she was his girlfriend. They thought she was a college student, maybe even at USC.
In the meantime, disturbing connections began to surface. Online investigators pointed out that both Celeste and D4vd shared the same unique tattoo, an SH design etched on their right index fingers. A mark that didn't look like coincidence at all, but rather a chilling symbol linking the two in a far deeper and unsettling way. Interview 1038. 1047. For many, this wasn't chance, it was proof of intimacy. Photos spread online showing Celeste's tattoo inked in red and D4vd's in black, a striking connection that fueled suspicions their relationship was far deeper than anyone had imagined. Then came the music. A leaked demo track, allegedly titled Celeste, carried haunting lyrics about running away and hiding secrets. Fans immediately speculated it was a direct reference to the girl now discovered in his car. Some even claimed they could faintly hear her voice woven into unreleased songs, possibly recorded during their time together. Whether true or not, the perception was devastating. One of the most chilling moments came not from fans, but from his own family. In an earlier interview, David Burke admitted that his mother hated the song Romantic Homicide. "David, this is too violent. You're talking about killing people in your music?" "No, not my son," she had told him. At the time, it sounded like nothing more than a parent's concern. But now, in the wake of Celeste's death, those words felt disturbingly prophetic. Police, however, focused on evidence they could measure. Investigators reconstructed the Tesla's timeline, parked, left untouched, ticketed, then towed. Witnesses placed Celeste alive on August 11, 2025, near Lake Elsinore, her last confirmed sighting. Surveillance footage showed her in white sweats and a hoodie. Less than a month later, her body was found decomposing inside his vehicle. Detectives wanted answers. When exactly had she ended up there, and under what circumstances? But one detail tormented the public most. Celeste would never turn 16. She died just days before her birthday, her life cut short before it had truly begun. Fans of D4vd found themselves in shock. The same artist whose lyrics had once given them comfort was now at the center of one of the most disturbing criminal mysteries in recent memory. As the investigation pushed forward, the questions multiplied. Was this grooming? A panicked overdose cover-up? Or something darker? A calculated act of violence? The LAPD said nothing. Their silence only amplified speculation. The updates that did emerge didn't bring clarity. They brought chaos. The Tesla was impounded, the mansion searched, Celeste's family grieving, the world watching. Yet D4vd, the one man at the center of it all, had. This revelation poured gasoline on already burning rumors. Whispers that Celeste had been seen with D4vd at clubs and even backstage at his shows. Fans became digital detectives, combing through concert footage, slowing down grainy clips, circling blurred faces in the crowd. Some insisted they spotted her at his Silver Spring concert in Maryland on August 9th, just 2 days before her final confirmed sighting alive. The footage was far from clear, but the possibility alone was enough to spark a wildfire of theories online. At the same time, old live streams began resurfacing. In them, D4vd casually mentioned relationships or hinted at people being around who weren't supposed to be there. On their own, those clips seemed harmless. But after Celeste's body was discovered inside his Tesla, fans interpreted them as incriminating, puzzle pieces pointing to something darker. Meanwhile, leaks about the Tesla itself spread like shockwaves. Some outlets reported that investigators were swabbing the interior for fingerprints and DNA. Others claimed the car's data logs showed it had been sitting on Bluebird Avenue since mid-August, suggesting the body may have been hidden there for weeks. None of these details were officially confirmed, yet every leak became a headline, each one tightening the noose of public suspicion. The pressure built against the LAPD. Why hadn't they arrested him? Why was D4vd still walking free while Celeste's family was preparing to bury their daughter?
Yeah, it was impounded right here in Hollywood.
No way.
That's for sure evidence. If it's a body found in there, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, they're gonna scrub that. But I mean, obviously his DNA is gonna be in it, and her DNA is gonna be in it. I feel like if they don't find other DNA.
Bro, either way it goes, she's been that's a missing child.
Is he arrested yet?
Social media erupted with fury, demanding answers. Protesters crowded outside LAPD headquarters, holding up placards with Celeste's face and chanting for justice. The police, however, maintained their stance. Without a confirmed cause of death or undeniable forensic proof, their hands were tied. To the public, though, this explanation reeked of delay. No one wanted to hear about toxicology reports taking months. They wanted accountability, immediately. Adding fuel to the fire were disturbing screenshots. Alleged messages between Celeste and older men, rumored to be tied to the music industry, began circulating. Even if their authenticity couldn't be fully verified, they painted a chilling portrait. A 15-year-old girl lured into a dangerous adult world. It became painfully clear Celeste lived two lives. By day, she was a high schooler, a daughter, and a sister. By night, she was sneaking into clubs, dating a celebrity, and walking circles where every step carried immense risk. Supporters of D4vd tried to argue he may not have known her true age, but her family was adamant. He knew exactly how young she was. For investigators, this was a nightmare. Proving someone's knowledge of age is nearly impossible when fake IDs are in play. But for the court of public opinion, none of that mattered. All they saw was this: a 15-year-old girl dead in his Tesla. The fallout hit like an earthquake. D4vd's management team vanished into silence. His social media went dark. Tour dates were erased. Fan pages collapsed under a storm of threats and anger. Within weeks, the once rising star's online presence became a ghost town. The case sat on a razor's edge. Families, fans, and media were certain they had enough evidence already. Police insisted investigations required time, and in the middle stood D4vd, a star once celebrated, now shadowed by suspicion, yet still without formal charges. Each rumor, each leak, each half-confirmed report only deepened the mystery. Was this an overdose hidden away? A tragic accident covered up? Or something far more sinister? And how long could the LAPD resist the tidal wave of pressure before something cracked? As Celeste's funeral approached, anger reached its breaking point. To many, burying her without accountability wasn't closure, it was insult layered on tragedy. The service was small, in Lake Elsinore, California, the last place she was seen alive. Family, friends, and classmates gathered, many dressed in white to honor her. Her mother's tear-filled words pierced every heart. Her daughter had been failed, not just by people she trusted, but by the very systems meant to shield her. Those words traveled beyond the church walls, echoing through news broadcasts and live streams. Her brother's fury turned mourning into a movement. "This isn't just a funeral," he declared. "It's a rallying cry. We won't stop until justice is served. Celeste's name will not fade." Soon, his words became a chant, "Justice for Celeste." Across the music industry, the ripple effects were brutal. Brands scrubbed their websites clean of D4vd's image. Streaming platforms faced petitions with tens of thousands of signatures demanding his songs be removed. Radio stations quietly cut his tracks, unwilling to risk the association. The backlash grew beyond borders. By late September, whispers had turned into a roar that drowned every corner of his career. Promoters erased his name from festival lineups. Venues canceled concerts under vague, unforeseen circumstances. Then came the brand collapse. Crocs and Hollister, once proud partners, severed ties overnight. Billboards vanished like he never existed. Spotify and Apple Music hesitated, but mounting pressure from fans and petitions made their silence louder. Formerly loyal listeners turned into boycotters, deleting songs, flooding YouTube comments with rage, and dismantling fan spaces that once celebrated him. Inside his fandom, the divide was devastating. Die-hard supporters insisted, innocent until proven guilty. They pointed to the deferred autopsy and lack of direct evidence. But others, betrayed and enraged, said enough was enough. They looked at the Tesla, the tattoos, the leaked lyrics, and they saw guilt. Online, chaos followed. Discord servers became war zones. TikTok duets turned his songs into callouts, fans singing his lyrics stitched against footage of Celeste's funeral. Artists in the industry began unfollowing him, some dropping cryptic posts about protecting young women in music. Everyone knew who they meant. The outrage didn't stop at the internet. Vigils appeared outside canceled concert venues. In Houston, candles lit up his childhood home, now a makeshift memorial. In Los Angeles, graffiti marked the walls near his rented mansion, justice for Celeste in bright red spray paint. But what made this backlash unlike any other was its global scale. His label quiet, his management unreachable, his social media frozen. The silence only fueled speculation. Was he hiding, fleeing, or simply waiting? Official statements claimed he was hashtags trended not just in America, but in the UK, Brazil, Japan. International fan accounts once translating his lyrics were now translating articles about his scandal. Politicians, activists, and media outlets worldwide turned Celeste's tragedy into a symbol of grooming, exploitation, and accountability. At the center of this storm was D4vd, silent, absent, erased. Reinvent and return years later? Critics doubted it. The internet never forgets. The Tesla, the body, the funeral, they would follow him forever. The car itself had become infamous. Photos from the impound lot spread endlessly, compared to O.J. Simpson's white Bronco, a symbol of crime, impossible to erase. Some suggested it belonged in a museum one day as a chilling artifact of celebrity scandals. But at the heart of it all lay a truth too painful to ignore. Celeste should still be alive. She should have turned 15 surrounded by joy, not lowered into a grave. She should have been planning school dances, not remembered in protests and headlines. This case is no longer just a tragedy. It's a cultural reckoning. Whether D4vd faces charges or not, the legacy is written in stone. He will never again be just an artist. He is a cautionary tale, a name chained forever to a girl, a car, and a secret too horrific to hide. And for the world, the message is clear. Fame can disguise predators. Silence can protect them. And sometimes, the darkest scandals sit not in tabloids, but in the cars parked quietly on our very streets, carrying secrets we never imagined.